so that only these two lines are promotion lines. Well, these lines... No, well these lines... Okay, let me reform that, rephrase that. So these two lines are standing in line lines, right? The white ones. And why would you make the purple ones promotion lines? Because when you stand...
It's only the middle line that's promotion line. It's
Middle
usually
line,
like,
okay.
from here is major and below. Like major to staff sergeant and sergeant and below is on the purple outer line.
I don't know about you, but what I find very sad is that the majority of the server, including apparently my own general, that it's important to keep simple things, like standing in line, very strict, but battle stations, general strategy and tactics in the battlefield, common sense when it comes to high ranking, teaching high ranking how to lead and properly use their abilities, that kind of stuff is just put aside. Is that in the position of a high-ranking member such as yourself, it's easier for standing in a line rather than trying to enforce proper military etiquette. And that's kind of sad, wouldn't you say? Shouldn't we instead be enforcing things such as how the leaders of our regiment can lead properly? How we're able to maneuver and take care of situations in the battlefield? Because as soon as we do anything close to that, it's all just bullshit copy and pasted from everybody else. A unique sense of how to train and understand things in any regiment. Why can't we be different?
Well, okay, so here's the deal. I was GM before I became full-time Jedi. I was GM mayor, and I had the same CEO as you. Yet again, his behavior is debatable. And that's why as Jedi General, I'm assigned to help the regiment as it is. And since I just got back from my LOA today, I have stuff to deal with from Jedi as well, because I'm doing 2 times work outside and inside the server, because I'm dealing with Google Sheet docs and stuff like that for the Jedi. Same thing, I help in the GM. And since I just got back, it's the first time I see you in the GM, but I got back from my week's LOA, and I know there's some problems, and me and the fleet together is trying to improve it, and since the server it's people you're handling when you're a high rank, you to consider that. You cannot just act on base of everyone is the same. You cannot do it. And we're trying to to improve the regiment, because right now I'm working with fleet and the CEO to improve it. And there's stuff I put the CEO through. If he cannot fit for the CEO, he will be resigned. It's that simple.
Now, thing is, right? We never really had a conversation about the CEO either way, but let me really quickly make this clear so you understand my position on the current situation. I don't believe that the CEO is the problem here. The problem is that the higher ranks are focusing on needless, useless things, rather than the important situations right in front of us. Now, you pointed out that everyone's not the same, basically trying to make the point that you can't enforce things on people because everybody thinks differently. Completely.
If you can't force things, it depends on what it is. For example, playtime is something we cannot enforce and what to do, but there's a punishment if you
I never said anything about
playtime that's required. Just that at one point,
people join a military roleplay server. In this scenario, no matter who you are, it doesn't matter who you think. The fact that you've been given the choice to choose a regiment of a reason to say that there already is enough space for people to think and be freely. Goes the Galactic Marines, specifically. First, because I was put here by a person. Second of all, because
the story behind you and
I love
know
the
the story already.
Galactic Marines. Vakara is an amazing commander
Yeah.
with lore.
Okay,
The
so
Galactic
just
Marines as a whole are incredible.
So here's the deal. What I don't like with bias stuff, as in your case it was, is that you start from the bottom. When you join a regiment, you start from the bottom, and you haven't done it. Like Kai being biased with you, sure, and I already made complaints. He cannot do that. It's not his regiment.
Why is this for private? I don't give a single fuck if I'm private or sergeant. If anything, I think that I might be better as a commander, or XO, than the rest of them here. But if you want me to work myself all the way from the bottom to the top...
It's not my call.
That's fine.
The thing is, it's not my call.
Of course it is.
Well, I can do it, but I'm here to help the regiment. I'm not here to
control. You are the general. If you think it's a help having me as a sergeant, then why even make that point?
I am against bias things, and it's not your fault, but I already complained to the person who did
it is my fault, because I took the
regiment
position.
as a sergeant. No, it's just that I don't like biased things. I'm the less biased person on the server. I hate it. I'm going against it every way. Canada, that's why many people hate me as well, but I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to play because it's fun. And since I got a higher rank officer, since I got a high rank, I will act on fairness. I don't like bias at all. I make complaints over it. It doesn't matter what rank you have. You can be the highest rank on the server.
Let me
if
really
you're biased,
quickly define bias to you. Unfairly prejudiced or against someone or something. Basically, but I still understand what you're trying to say. You're saying that in the position of sergeant, which is unfair to others, and I personally believe that I am better than everyone else, and because of that I am in the position. That is what you're saying, right? And as a result, I'm going to have to say you are entirely correct. The difference between feelings and facts is that facts don't care about feelings. In the military, a bullet does not care about what you think. When that bullet goes through your head, you're dead. Now let me ask you a question. Would you like to have a command that can help you lead?
Thing you bias
and properly
one thing you actually forgot.
Or would you like to have a bullet?
One thing you forgot. Biased. It's friendly when you're making ass kissing of higher authority to gain rank faster. That's more biased.
I haven't ass-kissed anyone. As a result, you can clearly see that I'm not ass-kissing you, and you're my goddamn general. And I've already told you, if you want to demote me, I'm right here. The first time I met the Supreme General, I wasn't ass-kissing anyone. In fact, I was criticizing him even more harsher than I'm criticizing you. In reality, I wasn't even speaking to him. I was speaking with the Grand Admiral. I went to the top, but not at the beginning. I went to the top at the end, because as I saw when I joined the server, more than half of the people in command were, as you call, biased. They weren't doing their job. Thought to themselves, look at me, I'm a commander, so as long as I say and do things, I do well.
No, there's a lot of bias on the server, and there's a lot of drama on the server, and there's a lot of bullshit on the server as well. But the fact that if you are a serious role player, you still follow the chain of command, and since you just joined,
I disagree.
Morality, you do not just question straight up. Give it time to see how the people are. Then you can make complaints. And if you make complaints, you should have tips as well. Because if you're just complaining and have no way of improving by yourself, you just shouldn't make the complaints at all.
The
you
way
can tell, okay, so
as if
you do this instead, it's
the
better.
difference between me complaining is that I'm not complaining. I'm actually criticizing. You complain, you just continuously say, oh, I don't like that, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like that. When you criticize, you say, I don't like this because of that, and they can be improved this way. That's why I am where I am.
Again, why do I still hear no one say, all you've done is complaining without giving the other opinion?
It's because when I speak to you,
that's complaining.
When I speak to you, hold on, give me a second. Everybody says I complain because they don't like being told that they're wrong. don't like my attitude.
The
and
thing
that's perfectly fine.
what you're doing wrong here, the thing is, how many days have you played on a server? I heard like 2 days.
Let me ask you a
you
question.
play 2
I'll ask
days
you
and
this
then you
instead.
start complaining.
How many
Or
hours have you
criticizing.
played on Garry's mod? How about that question?
It doesn't matter because this is a new
No.
server. You need to keep people
Hold on a
chat.
second. Every single Star Wars RP server is practically the same. So let me ask you, how many hours have you played on Garry's mod?
Not really. I have many hours on Garry's mod, so what's the point?
Please
I've
tell me.
been I haven't played
hold on a
myself, so...
Hold on a second. You come to me and ask me, or tell me at least, that hours practically matter. Then why can't you answer me the question I'm asking you? It's very easy to answer. How many hours have you had on Garry's mod?
I have a 40,000 hours. 1,400, sorry, my bad for English. 1,449 hours.
Now, using your logic, I would be superior to you because I have 8,932 hours on Garry's mod.
Again,
Clearly,
how do you know?
it doesn't mean
I have played on other servers as well.
It doesn't mean I am superior to you. Time doesn't define the brain. If you go and study psychology and understand neuroscience, you'll understand how it works. Time isn't what defines anything.
Wait. My question is, just because you have 8,000 hours in game, doesn't matter if someone does better work than you. It doesn't matter at all. I can tell you straight up now.
Yeah,
I have more life experience in the military than you have. Right off the bat.
Okay.
So what do you want to come from?
You don't think I've gone to the military, the U.S.?
Anything I don't think. The thing is, I can just tell you. Because I'm kind of the old.
I don't want to make
depends
this
on how old you are.
Contest, right?
Well, it was you that started about how despising hours. Just because you have 8,000 hours, you have more experience than most people.
I don't want you
That's not true at all.
turn this around. They try to make it seem like using that as a way to counter-argue you. If anything, I'm doing what you're doing.
It was you. You started the whole argument with hours. Why do you even bother with telling me you have 8,000 hours? It doesn't matter if you have 8,001
Why do
hours.
you bother telling me that I have less hours?
You're drawing the same card. Of course I'm going with the same card against you. It's just that simple.
Okay, let me save this. I'm going to save this, right? You know Shadow plays, right? I'm going to save this. I'm going to go and play what you said onto my microphone, and you will hear that you were the one who brought up this entire conversation. And when that's done, you'll realize how stupid you look right now.
What the fuck?
This started off as a regular conversation, you know, a civil conversation, but it's kind of just turned into a back and forth sort of ping-pong argument, and I think
that's what I want to change,
ended
actually.
there.
I want to change that, but I want to ask you one question, talking about hours. Was it me or was it you? Who was it?
Like, wait, what did you say? Sorry, I don't know what
Who was the one that started speaking about hours? Was it me or was it you?
It was you. You asked me about my hours, and then you compared my hours compared to yours, because you had more.
Okay,
but
see,
yet
now,
again,
I recorded
doesn't mean
this. I recorded this. If I show you that you were the one who first asked me how many hours I have on the server, what would you say?
It was you.
I know, but let's hypothetically say that it wasn't me. Let's just for 1 second, let's hypothetically say that you were the one that started it. Right? But you just don't remember. If I prove to you that you were the one who started it, then what would you say?
Nothing. What would I say? No, like I'll drop the matter. I am wrong.
Would you not apologize for...
Just because someone have hours doesn't mean they have that experience. They can play on a server without any progress at all.
But wait a second. Then why are you telling me? Because from my perspective, you were the one who started asking me about hours on the server. But now you're telling me that hours don't matter. So I'm a little bit confused.
Why do you turn this